Hi guys, Nick here. Today I'm going to show you how you can use percentages in Microsoft Excel. So smash the like button and let's jump into it. Okay guys, so here we have three different examples of how we can work with percentages and how to calculate percentages in Microsoft Excel. So over here on the far left hand side we have how many spectators attended a football game, right? There were 65,125 and the capacity was 100,000. And what we want to do is we want to work out what was the percent of capacity. Well, for that we're going to start with equals. So we're going to put the equal sign in. We're going to click on the 65,125 spectators and we're going to divide it by the 100,000 capacity. If we hit return on that, it's going to come back at 0.65125, and we click into that cell, come over to the home tab of the ribbon, we click this little percentage icon, give that a click, and you can see here that it now says 65%. We can also use these two to increase or decrease the number of decimals. So here we can see that it says increase decimal. We're going to increase it by 1, so we can see it's 65.1. If we increase it by 2, it's 65.13%. Okay, so that's how we're going to do that. Now that's great. We now know that there was a 65.13% of our stadium was at capacity. Okay, 65.13% on this particular game. What if, however, we only know that 86% of the seats were occupied? What if we wanted to figure out the exact number? Well, for that, it's actually quite straightforward. We're going to open up another equal sign here for a new formula. We're going to this time click on the 100,000 capacity and we're going to multiply it by the 86%. We're going to hit return and now we can see that it's 86,000 people that attended. Great, so not only do we now have the ability to calculate what the percentage is, but we can also work it backwards and say, okay, well, if we know what the percentage is and we know what the total capacity is, then we can figure out how many spectators that there were. What if you only have, the number of people and the number of seats that were occupied in terms of percentages? What if you wanted to work out the actual capacity? Well, for this, it's quite straightforward once again. This time, we're going to open up another equal sign. We're going to click on the number of people and we're going to basically divide that by the 35%. We're going to hit return and it's going to bring us to 100,000 as our capacity. And so as you can see, as long as you have two pieces of the equation, you can always calculate backwards either the number of spectators, the capacity, or the percentage of seats that were filled or occupied. Okay, as long as you have two of these pieces of information, you can always get to the third piece of information. And so there you have it. It's as easy as that to use percentages within Microsoft Excel. If you found this useful and informative and it did help you out, smash that like button for me, guys. It really helps the channel, it helps me help you, so do go ahead and get those likes up. And of course, if you want to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest and hints and tips for various pieces of software, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Now, if you haven't done so already, you might want to check out that video right there. It's one you probably don't want to miss.